Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This afternoon, we're getting some information about a few things. There's two areas that we've had some information about. Somewhere in Republic of Benin, where people are moving to. We're going to clarify that information later on before we speak about it. But we're getting indication about that. And secondly, today we're hearing that from the place where they moved the farmers, the herders in the farming community earlier on that I showed. From that place, they've moved them to let me just see. Yeah, the Ago Iwoye, where the farmers actually, gathered themselves together. And this is what we mean. This is what we're saying. People need to do a vigilante thing. They gathered themselves together. If you go and watch the video, you'll see that. And one of them was saying, "Look, we're tired. We have to take our own destiny into our own hands." Now they're moving them to, and they're between Ago Iwoye and Ijesha. Now let me see if I can give you a brief update on what I've been sent so far. 1 second, let me just get that out. Sometimes when you want the information, it suddenly goes walking. Right. Okay. So the information we're having is that Ebumawe of Ago Iwoye, the king in that area, as they've confined the Fulani terrorists dressed as herdsmen to between Ago Iwoye on the Ago Iwoye Ilisan Road, and the situation seems to be under control now. From what we are gathering, that there are over 3,000 Fulani herdsmen / terrorists with weapons. They've got weapons and of course thousands of cows. Now that is quite a concern. Whilst we we applaud the effort in moving the Fulanis out of Ago Iwoye itself, it seems that there needs to be a permanent problem and a permanent solution to this problem, because if you just move them from one community to the next, it's not really solving the problem. You're just moving the problem along. What needs to happen is those cattle, the government of the day need to be very, very frank. If they are paying compensation to cattle herders, then the same compensation must be paid to the farmers whose crops have been destroyed by those said cattle herders. That's the fact. And the government that refuses to do that, it indicates majority of the farmers in fact, all the farmers in the south are not being paid a penny in compensation, but the government is bending over backwards to pay the cattle herders compensation, and that's the problem that we face. And those cattle herders now go into the farmers' farmland, the property of the farmer. They have no respect for the right of the farmer to his land, and the right of the farmer to prevent anybody else coming on his land, this is his personal property. And this has happened to no less than Chief Olufalai, Chief Falai, a former minister of that nation. And these are the kind of things. So even if a former minister, a Yoruba minister in Nigeria, in so-called Nigeria, is treated shabbily, where Fulani herdsmen can come onto his farm, that tells you how bad this thing has gone. So like I said, we're just bringing to your attention that there are over 3,000 Fulani men armed with thousands of cattle between Ago Iwoye and Ijebu-Jesha. Like I said, just to give a recap, in fact, they're confined. Yeah, so they're confined on the Ago Iwoye Ilisan Road for now. Though the situation seems under control. So that's the information that we're getting. and we wanted to share that information. I mean, you see in the picture is a Fulani herdsman slash terrorist with a gun on his shoulder. That's the kind of image that is now a commonplace in Ogun State. Now, can you imagine Ogun State people going to the north? The kind of restrictions we'll be getting alone, just going there, just to even go, from one community to the next, they alone be walking around freely with AK-47. It just wouldn't happen. So we are second-class citizens in our own land, and that's the point. That's the point that we're making here. We're second-class citizens in our own land, and we need to speak up. And people are being killed every day. I told you about the woman that was killed and dumped behind former President former President Obasanjo's farm. I mean, and it's a sign. When they do that, they're leaving. Don't just think it's by accident that woman was dumped there. It's a sign that, look, we don't care whether you are former president or not. We are the ones in charge, and we are going to tell you that we are in charge, and nothing will happen to those that did it. It's a signal. They're sending out a message. And we Yorubas, we need to rise up, protect our farm, our land, our women. So far now, a lot of farmers are being told to stay off going to farming, and yet those people we're now being told, oh, by the way, the North are not going to bring produce to the South. We don't want the produce. The North are the ones destroying the produce of the South because they're using their cows to go and destroy the crops and the produce that we make in the South. So you can see that this whole thing is a complete mess. So I just wanted to just bring that information to yourself. If we get more information about it, we'll let you know. But so far, between Ago Iwoye and Ijebu-Jesha, in a place called, let me just get that road right, just to recap again. The road is Ilisan Road, I think it's called. So Ago Iwoye on Ilisan Road, they've been confined there. And that's the thing. So, but ultimately, safety of the people remains the most important thing in my view. And I once again urge all Yorubas, stop eating cow meat. Just stop. If you don't eat cow meat, they can't bring it into your community. You need to stop eating it. They don't eat it, which is more worrying. The Fulanis don't eat the cow meat, but they sell it to you. What does that tell you? If they don't eat cow meat and they sell it to you, they could do anything to that cow and you won't know. So, and that's what you need to consider. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. You've been watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. If this message resonates with you, please share and leave comments behind below the box. Thank you very much. Talk soon. Bye. I'm doing something here, and this is just to help. I have this product that I'm using, AG Sarah, and that product. It's a plant-based product, and what I've started using it myself. I've been using it since around about December time. I started using it, and I've been keeping notes. Now it's 1 sachet a day. You take a sachet a day, yeah. So I take a sachet a day, and 1 in the morning I do, and that's what it is. And you just open it and pour it under your tongue, and in the morning before anything else, and then you drink warm water with it. Now, what I've done, as you all know, I've got chronic pain. So with the chronic pain, it made things really bad. And a friend of mine who also had issues, she said, oh, why don't you try this? This is what I use. I try and it helps me. And I thought, I tried everything else, CBD oil, everything else. It wasn't really, after a while, it wasn't really helping. So I used it. I started using this for about 2 months now. And I can see that it is helping. I'm not saying it stopped the pain totally, but it's made it manageable for me. It's more manageable. I'm still in chronic pain. I still can't walk far because of my chronic back pain. I've got metal plates in my back. So that is an issue. So I use a mobility scooter to get around if I have to walk far, but all that, I'm still doing this because I passionately believe in our nation. But this is something that it might be beneficial to people. And they sell this product all over the world. So if you're interested, do get in touch with Citizen AY. Leave a message in the comment box or inbox me on the number that you see there. WhatsApp me and talk to me about AG Sarah. And I can tell you how we can go about doing that. And that can be helpful. This is all to help. What I would actually like to say is that I recognize that we have our own products back home. What we need to do to be able to have safety and security to allow those things to flourish. And then we can promote it just like we're promoting this. Because they can only promote things like this from Malaysia and other countries because their country is relatively safe and secure.
We don't have that in Nigeria, in that contraption called Nigeria, or in Yoruba land. And this time, when we get Yoruba land, we are going to provide conditions in which people, our local medicines will be sold around the world and promoted just like we're promoting this one. So, but in the meantime, please, if you're interested in this, if it can help you, it's meant to help with in terms of diabetes and other things as well. It's meant to help. I don't know, but I can only vouch for what I've done so far. If it resonates with you, please do share it. It's called AG Sarah. Get in touch. The number is on the screen. So there we have that done. What I want to say at this point is, please subscribe to us. Click on the button that you see on the screen, the red button on Citizen AY on YouTube. Go and do so now. I thank you all for joining me. Talk soon. Bye for now. Bye. Please donate to Yoruba Rescue Fund. It is time to build a great Yoruba nation.